Hey there, English speakers. Welcome back. My name's Jesse, and I want to help you with your English fluency. Thank you for coming back here. And we have another reaction style video, this time to a Friends episode. And we're going to take a look at a Friends episode, a very popular Friends scene from a Friends episode, where Ross, they were at a hockey match, and Ross got hit in the nose with the hockey puck. It's called a puck. P-U-C-K, and it's the dilemma in the emergency room. So we're gonna take a look at the clip, look at some expressions they use to teach you some natural expressions for you to use in your English speaking, and for you to understand the jokes a little more deeply and to understand what you're watching a little more deeply. So let me go over here. We're gonna take a look at it. By the way, if you want to take this lesson one step further, you can access the language breakdown notes, and that is for participating members of Sweet Academy. The link will be below, and I have access to the Google Docs with the notes of all of these breakdowns with some examples and a template for you to organize your own notes. So go there. Okay, let's take a look at the episode. Okay, let's check it out. By the way, they're at a hockey game. Any hockey fans out there? Do I have any Russian viewers? I bet hockey's big over there. Probably not playing now, are you? Okay, let's get started.
Get him! Get him! Yes! You're not laughing now, are you, pal?
That, buddy, that's all you need. A bunch of toothless guys hitting each other with sticks.
Well, pass it! Pass it!
He's open! He's open! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Oh! Oh!
Hey, look, we're on that TV thing.
Oh! I got it!
Hey, look at it! Hey!
So let's take a look at some things they said here. First, for pass it. He said pass it. Pass it. Pass it is when you send the ball or the puck or whatever in sports to your team, right? You probably knew that. You may even say that in your language. You may have taken it and used it from English, but it's called pass, to pass. Pass the ball. Pass it. Pass it. Shoot. Shoot is when you try to score a goal, right? Shoot. Pass it, shoot it. Pass it, shoot it. And one other pronunciation trick is for get him. Get him. Notice we don't really say the H sometimes, right? Unless you want to emphasize it. We normally would say get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Or getter. Getter. But if you want to emphasize, like he said in the clip, and you can go back and listen to that part again, just click the back arrow a couple times. But he said, get him, get him, get him, get him, right? Like the emphasis, right? That's how we kind of use, those are more advanced tricks, right? Advanced pronunciation tricks for you to try out, depending on how the degree of emphasis. Let's continue.
It says to call this number if you're not completely satisfied with this candy bar. Well, I'm not completely satisfied.
Listen, it's kind of an emergency. Well, I guess you'd know that or we'd be in the predicament room.
Hold on. Fill these out. Sit over there.
Okay. There's kind of a lot of language to go over here, but first, she says in the beginning, it says, call this number. It says to call this number. You can put the to or not, right, for you grammar buffs. It says call this number. It says to call this number, right? On the candy bar. We call it a candy bar. The candy bar, like a Snickers or Kit Kat or the chocolate, right? The candy bar. Candy bar. If I'm not completely satisfied. But he said, it's kind of an emergency. I've gotten this question before. What is a predicament room? What is a predicament? I've gotten that question before, and I've seen it in the comments to this video. Or no, I think I've seen it in an English forum or something. But a predicament room. A predicament room is nothing, essentially. It's a play on words, right? A play on words because they're in an emergency room. And if you know Chandler, he's always joking, right? He said it's kind of an emergency because she's not paying attention. Well, I guess you'd know that, or else we'd be in the predicament room. We have an emergency. We don't have a predicament. It's serious, right? It's a play on words with the degree of predicament. Predicament is like a situation, right? An uncomfortable situation. We're in a predicament. We're in trouble. We're in a problem, a small problem, right? An emergency is a big problem, right? We're in an emergency room, not in a predicament room. You get it? Okay. And she said, hold on. You can go back and listen. It's kind of where I paused it at first. Hold on. Hold on means wait, right? Hold on. And then she gave them the film, fill this out. Fill this out. Fill it out. To fill out something, to fill out a form, fill out an application, right? To put your information, right? Fill out, complete, right? Fill out this form. I'll go back a little bit.
Well, I guess you'd know that or we'd be in the predicament room.
Hold on. Fill these out. Sit over there.
Look. I don't want to make any trouble, okay? But I'm in a lot of pain here, all right? My face is dented.
Well, you'll have to wait your turn.
Well, how long do you think it'll be?
Any minute now.
Hey, this... Jeez.
How long do you think it'll be? How long do you think it'll be? How long do you think it'll be? How long do you think it will be? How long? Time? You see, they're kind of, you see how we kind of use language in building blocks. That's a pro tip for you when you learn these little expressions to connect them together to make a bigger expression. How long, you know how long is it? How long have you been waiting? How long until my birthday? How long is this class? How long is this video, right? How long? And then do you think? How long do you think it will be? How long do you think it will be? And the joke was any minute now. Any minute now. Because that's like a typical waiting room response. She doesn't know. Whenever a doctor's available and they go through the process, and it's always a long time, but they always say, any minute now, just to relax you, right? Any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now. Like you can use that. How long, when are we going to get there? When are we going to arrive? Any minute now, right?
Dr. Max, extension 456. Dr. Max, 456.
Excuse me, look. We've been here for over an hour, and a lot of people less sick than my friend have gone in. I mean, that guy with the toe thing, who's he sleeping with? Oh, come on, Dora, don't be mad. I know we both said some things we didn't mean, but that doesn't mean we still don't love each other. You know, I feel like I've lost her.
First, that guy with the toe thing, who's he been sleeping with? That's kind of like if you're living in another country and you want to just add some humor. That guy with the toe thing, maybe not that, but like he had some toe problem. Who's he been sleeping with? Who's he been sleeping with, right? Like, who you got to sleep with to get some service around here, right? It's kind of a rude expression, but it's funny, obviously. I wouldn't recommend saying it, but if you have that kind of personality, then sure, right? That's the thing. When I teach, I don't want you to sound like an English book. I don't want you to sound like God. I don't want you to sound like an English exam. I want you to sound like you, right? With your voice. If you have that same sense of humor like Chandler, that might not be a bad thing to learn, right? Right? Who you got to sleep with to get some service around here? Who you got to sleep with to get some more views, to get you to share this video? Anyway, and then it's like, oh, I feel like we're drifting apart. That whole thing, if you go back, that whole series that he said, I'm not going to break down all of it in detail, but it's typical, like when you're breaking up in a relationship, it's like relationship breakup talk, right? You can go back and listen to what Chandler says and catch things that he said, but that's the context, right?
Remember the moonlight coming in through the open window, and her face had the most incredible glow.
Yes, the moon, the glow, the magical feeling. You did this part. Could I get some painkillers over here, please?
He's right. Enough already. What is the big deal about today? So you slept with her for the first time. So what? You slept with her for 7 years after that.
Look, it's just a little more complicated.
But what?
In case you don't know, to sleep with somebody is the nice way to say have sex with, right? And they're talking about Rachel. If you don't follow the show, then you're probably not watching this, right? So, and he's talking about the Ross and Rachel.
What is it? That she left you? That she likes women? That she left you for another woman that likes women?
A little louder, okay? I think there's a man on the 12th floor in a coma who didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. It's not when he slept with Rachel. I guess it's his ex-wife who turned out to be, there's a good phrasal verb, turned out to be a lesbian, right? So let's go back and listen to that again.
A little more complicated.
But what is it? That she left you? That she likes women? That she left you for another woman that likes women?
A little louder, okay? I think there's a man on the 12th floor in a coma who didn't quite hear you.
Then what?
My first time with Carol was my first time.
What?
It was my first time.
With Carol? Oh.
So, in your whole life, you've only been with one? Oh.
Whoa.
I already laid the context there before. But said, so in your whole life, you've only been with, so in your whole life, a good fluency builder, so, right? So in your whole life, so in, right? You could have just said, in your whole life, yeah, but that doesn't sound good, right? You transition in. So in your whole life, you've only been with, in your whole life, right? For you grammar students, right? So in your whole life, the time in your whole life, you've only been with present perfect, right? Present perfect. You have. Why? It's over his whole life, right? So in your whole life, you've only been with, in your whole life, you've only been with. So in these 2 months, I've only been outside a few times, right? So in these last 2 months during quarantine, I've only been outside, right? I've only been outside. And if you're on the notes, a good thing would be to write some of your own examples or in your notebook, right? In your English notebook that you have, follow the notes. Follow the guidelines in either new expressions or old expressions or what you're going to use. Let's continue.
Oh boy, hockey was a big mistake. There's a whole bunch of stuff we could have done tonight. Man, can you believe he's only had sex with one woman?
I think it's great. You know, it's sweet. It's romantic.
Really?
No, you kidding? The guy's a freak. I judge him.
Hey, man, buddy.
Oh, that's attractive.
Oh, I thought you were great in Silence of the Lambs. Oh, come on, admit it. All things considered, you had fun tonight.
I thought you were great in Silence of the Lambs, the movie with Hannibal Lecter, right? I thought you were great in blah, blah, blah. You could say that to actors or people who do performance, right? I thought you were great in Silence of the Lambs. If you meet, an actor or whatever, or you know them personally, probably better. Or I thought you were great in that TED Talk, right? Or whatever, right? I thought you were great in that speech that you gave on blah, 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 right? I thought you were great in.
Fun? Where was the fun? Tell me specifically, which part was the fun part? Where's my puck?
The kid has it.
The kid. Excuse me. That's my puck.
I found it. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
You got to do it, man.
Let's just go over that phrase because I think I've taught that in a past video with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm not sure, but finders, keepers, losers, weepers. It's kind of what you say when you find in exactly the situation, right? You find something and you want to keep it, right? Finders, keepers, right? You could just say that and it's a little less rude. Finders, keepers, man. It's something for not that serious of a thing, right? You find a pen and you're like, oh, hey, that's my pen. Finders, keepers. And don't really keep it. That's theft. That's stealing, right? But if you want to play around with the language, joke, right? Finders, keepers. And then even more, the rest of the phrase, losers, weepers. Weep is to cry, right? So repeat after me. Finders, keepers. Losers, weepers. See, it's a nice little poem. Let's finish.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you... I can't do it. Listen, give me back my puck.
A fluency builder? Listen, when you're about to talk about something serious, I just coughed. I got something in my throat. My throat suddenly got dry. Listen, when you're transitioning into saying something important, a nice fluency builder, a one word that makes a big difference in what you say.
I can't do it. Listen, give me back my puck.
No.
Yes, how about?
No.
Come here.
No.
Just give me my
No.
puck.
Hey,
No more posing in my ER.
Give me my puck. Now that was fun.
There you go. There you have it. Let me get back over here. How's this white shirt come on the camera? I should probably not use white. But with this background, I thought it was okay. Okay. Anyway, that was the hospital waiting room. Did you like it? Do you like Friends? A lot of people like Friends. A lot of people use Friends to learn English, right? They love it. But anyway, so I hope you liked it. I hope you got some valuable words. If you don't go to the notes, that's perfectly fine. But you should have a notebook and organize your notes in a way that helps you understand and helps you be able to use these expressions. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If it doesn't help the algorithm, which it does, they say, it makes me feel better, right? Comment below an expression that you learned today that you'll use. You know, one that you, or a new expression, an old expression, or one that you'll use, or a question. You know, comment on those below, and I will answer them if I find them. And that's it. Subscribe too, and click the bell. Now that's it. Keep teaching, keep learning. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.